A lot of you guys have been asking what formation I've been playing on stream and also in my latest video testing out the new pack. And I'm going to be showing you today my 4-5-1 tactics. This is the team I'm rocking right now in my competitive and practice for the eWorldCup qualifiers. I'm running VVD here. And I'm also running on Re up top because we can't run Evos. I know my Hullet's Evo'd, but doesn't really matter. And same with Theo. There's going to be special cards for them. I already know, so it doesn't really matter. And I obviously would run other players. I'm just out of coins. So anyways, getting straight into it, we're going to be showing you how to use the tactics in a game as well. You guys know the drill, but here are the tactics right now. Make sure to copy them and also make sure that you watch the rest of this video or else you guys aren't going to know how to use the tactics. So advance forward, we're going to do for the striker as always. And before actually we get into that, I'm running 50 for balanced and also balanced build-up style. You could do this if you want to be more aggressive, but I feel like this formation's already so high up because it doesn't have CDMs. So I actually think 50 for balanced is a lot better as this is already a very attacking formation. And you need to trigger a lot of runs in this formation. So I'd rather have more players back rather than press because it already kind of does that. So advance forward on Mia Hamm. The right mid's going to be inside forward. The left mid's going to be inside forward as always. And now this is the fun part. The midfielders is going to be box to box, holding, and box to box. The reason for this is because you want them to make runs up and down. They're going to be running the most. They're going to need the best stamina. Now I know Bonmati's a little bit more attacking. However, she is good at defending, and I mean, Hullet is Hullet. Now, for the middle guy, I like the middle guy to also be pretty good at attacking because he actually goes up the field a lot. But the most important thing he needs to have is passing. He's going to be on the ball the most, so that's why I think Vitinha is amazing for it, right? Especially the incisive. He's got tiki-taka. He's got ping pass, right? Excellent choice for that. And then for the right back, you're going to have defend and the left back defend as well. Of course, defender plus for your center backs as well. Goalkeeper doesn't matter. But anyways, let's get straight into a game and let me show you guys how to use these tactics. You're going to have to play wide a lot and trigger a lot of runs. All right, heading into the first game, this guy has Kaká and Leao, so you know this guy plays the game a lot. I don't even have Kaká and Leao, but I also don't do objectives, so it is what it is. All right, let's move into this. So in this formation, you obviously want to be pretty aggressive with your midfielders a lot, although my players feel a little bit odd. They feel a bit slow. I think it's good now. There we go. A lot of it is triggering runs, right? You want to be triggering runs constantly with your fullback. Every player pretty much is triggering runs. Now, the reason why is because it's so good to go wide in this formation. You really outnumber them with so many players. And then also you outnumber them with the midfielders. And again, it sets up the corner plays really nicely. The passing plays very nicely. And all of it is because you have so many players going up the field. Why? Because every midfielder is involved in the play and the inside forwards come in. So you just outnumber everybody's defense because you got the one striker and then you got the 5 players going up the field. So you're outnumbering in the midfield, not only on defense, but on offense as well. So the main thing about this formation is you need to play it very slow, right? And really make sure that you're making your passes count. Right, there we go. Here we can play a little bit quicker and we get an easy goal. Again, doing the corner play, getting to the corner and just passing to the midfielder and then finding a pass in the box. Now, the reason why you need to play this slow is because every formation that you have played this year probably had a cam in it. Why? Because cams are super important. Now, even I had to do this to adjust to the formation, but right here, you normally pass to the cam. The striker is usually covered here. I know she isn't, so I can make that pass. But for the most part, you need to actually play wide because you don't have that cam, right? So you need to be a little bit careful when passing the ball. But once you get past and you get into those good positions, you have a lot more open space over here. There we go. And I outnumber him all the time. So if I make a run over here and I make a run into the middle, again, I can just take my time, and then find that outlet pass to the striker. And for whatever reason, I feel like the gameplay is a little heavy right now. It is close to content. I'm not able to take a touch, but it's okay because we can reset, right? We can play with a little bit of delay. That's all right. And we get into the corner here. Instead of going backwards, we play it in the box. Messi's open to Hullet and shot, goal, bang. 3 goals, exact same way. And we're going to get a rage quit. So this formation is really good for that. Now, that's not the only reason I like this formation because I've already shown this before. You can do that in every formation. Now, while I do think this formation is a lot better for building up and very good just in general at keeping possession, the reason I like this formation is because of first time through balls. Now, I know first time through balls can be a very advanced mechanic. I know a lot of you guys might not know how to do first time through balls, but this formation is a great practice for it. And also just triggering runs in general. It doesn't have to be first time through balls. When you trigger a run, the AI actually doesn't fully track the players and a lot of times opens up space. And if it doesn't open up space directly to the player that's making the run, it actually opens up the space to your other player because the defender is tracking that run slightly. So it actually moves him out of position and frees up a player like your striker. So because you have so many midfielders, it's okay to trigger runs with your midfield. Whereas if you played, for example, 4-2-3-1 narrow, which I love the formation, it's still a really good formation, or even 4-2-1-3, which we all know has been probably the most used formation this year, is if you trigger one of your midfielders, you'll notice it. So right here, you see we trigger that run and it frees up this space, and then we can pass the ball to Messi into a finesse. Super simple, right? Again, all that because I triggered a run with my midfield, and I felt comfortable doing that because I'll have two midfielders back, right? And because of the way this formation works. And I also have my left mid and right mid who drop back as well to help on defense a little bit. So it's a really nice formation. The only downside is over here in situations you definitely need to defend a lot more with your defenders because you don't have CDMs, so they won't be as deep. However, I think scoring more goals is important this year rather than trying to defend as much as possible, because there is a lot of bounce backs. There's a lot of nonsense this year. So I like to score as many goals as possible because I feel like sometimes I can't avoid the nonsense, right? Here's the first time through. We get it into this position. I played it a little bit too early. I probably should have baited it and not played the run. However, you can see the idea of kind of forming there. And that's just very simple runs. We can start adding some more complicated runs through the midfield, especially when we're playing wide to the left mid and right mid, who are very wide. So it usually forces people to pull their fullbacks out of position. Ooh, I should not have pulled my player out there. We're good, right? If I trigger Hullet over here, right? Hullet's making a run. I can play this pass here to Mia Hamm and play it down to Hullet. Now I'm in a corner. We can make a quick pass here, delay it into Ahmad, and then easy goal right there. And that all came from triggering that run in the midfield to Hullet, right? And then it moves his players out of position because he needs to either track the player that has the ball or he needs to track the run, which gives us more time. So that's what I love about this formation. I love the fact that you can trigger something. So there's Hullet running again. I can play Mia Hamm. I can wait. Now I can play the through ball, and Hullet's in, and that's a goal. And once again, we're getting another rage quit. That's why I love this formation. You can trigger a lot of runs. It makes it very difficult because your opponent doesn't know whether or not he needs to track the run or if he needs to apply pressure on the ball. So it really confuses your opponents a lot sometimes. And this works against pros as well. And of course, it's going to work in foot champs or division rivals, however you'd like to use it or wherever you want to use it. So it's very, very good. Now, if you get midfielders that have finesse plus as well, you can start smashing in some finesse pluses as well. Bonmati has scored a few finesse shot goals for me. Messi, you guys saw him score a finesse shot for me at right mid, left mid. I haven't scored any finesses with Ahmed. I don't even know if he has finesse. I think he does have finesse. But I usually finesse with Messi a lot more because Ahmed is left-footed. And Bonmati is right-footed on the left side, so that's going to help a lot. Also, if you shoot Trivelas obviously might be a little bit more difficult, but Trivelas obviously work a lot. And in this formation, you set up a lot of situations where you're going to be able to Trivela or you're going to be able to finesse shots. So that's why this formation is just incredible. We'll go ahead and showcase it in one more game because we've gotten two very, very, very quick rage quits in foot champs. And we're going at a very, very good pace. I kind of want to keep playing after the video, but this formation is just incredible. Right, there we go. We get the ball. And now with the new patch and the new update, it's even better because people will be tackling a lot more and pulling players out of position. And if you trigger a run, they're going to be through. Runs in this game are super, super, super good because they have a speed that defenders can't even catch up to, which is why the first time through ball is so good. And you can do it a lot here with your winger and then send it in easily. Now we have a Trivela here. Bang. Goal. 1-0. And that all comes. Another first time through ball, right? And you can do that so easily by just triggering the left mid or the right mid and playing it to the striker, right? Nothing too complicated. And again, we can trigger a run here with Hullet, with L1. Can we find Messi? Hullet's running in space. There we go. To Mia Hamm. I can't believe I red timed that. She took a little bit long. I should have just let her take her time and shoot, not timed it. But that should have been a goal, right? And that all comes from triggering a simple run. And it opens up all that space into Hullet. And it's super easy, right? Nothing complicated over here. Just an L1 trigger while aiming at Hullet. Or if you can't do that or haven't practiced it enough in squad battles or in rivals, then that's all right. Just make sure that you're holding L1 when you make a pass on PlayStation. And you can make that pass easy. Oh, look, this guy's doing the corner play on us. Very well done. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was gonna do the back pass. 1-0. Look, he might watch our videos. There we go. We got some good competition over here. I probably should have scored that Mia Hamm shot. Maybe would have even gotten a rage quit. Over here. Oh, that was meant for Hullet. All right, we can trigger Hullet again. I kind of rushed that pass. That's fine. Might trigger Bonmati. And a little bit too early. That's all right. Can't work every time. I'm all right with taking a risk like that. Bonmati already gets back. Look at the passion from her. That's why we love Bonmati. And then we can take our fullback up. Take our fullback up. Nothing's on. All right, we can reset it here. Vitinha's on. Now Mia Hamm's on. To Messi. Trigger Hullet. Play that through pass. And we go. Oh my god, I'm red timing everything. But you see how Hullet wins the inside. Obviously, having somebody like Hullet is incredible for that reason. But it's just those runs that you trigger that are so good, right? Triggering those runs, and they always kind of like get the inside on the defender. So it's really nice to make those runs. And I think you should do that in every formation. But in this formation, I feel like you have the freedom to kind of make those runs a lot more. Over here, giving it to Mia Hamm again. And then a through ball, not a finesse. Unfortunately, Mia Hamm doesn't have incisive plus. But if she had incisive plus, I know that would have been a perfect pass. Come on, over here. Rashford's on a run. That's okay. We don't need to force it. Give it to Mia Hamm. To Bonmati. I can take my time here. Take my time here. Right, I have multiple options, so he doesn't really know who to mark and track. There you go. One more. Oh, you need to first time that Mia Hamm. Oh, I had him. I accidentally switched. That's all right. We just got to keep her cool. The goal's coming. We're taking our time. As soon as the goal comes, we'll score a lot more. That's usually how it works. You score one, and then the goals start flooding in. Go ahead, Mia Hamm. Almost got that through ball in again. That's fine. And then I can be aggressive. Now I can relax a little bit with my defenders as I pull one out. That's okay. And wait for the through pass. Thank you. And now we start again. Maybe give it to Messi this time. Can we find a through pass? No, that's fine. We can start over. Maybe trigger Hullet for a run. Give it to Vitinha, to Hullet. Bang. Goal. Right? Always the triggering of runs. It's just so nice in this formation. I have so much freedom to do it. And because I have three midfielders, it's easy to play in the middle and also easy to play wide, which gives me so much freedom. Again, Hullet's making a run. We're triggering Messi on a run. We didn't actually end up playing him. We probably should have, but that's okay. Mia Hamm is open right now. Oh, wow. She was offside. I didn't even realize. All right, never mind. That pass wasn't open. Don't do that pass. Trigger Messi. I think she's off again. Oh, no, she wasn't. It was Messi who was off. Okay. I thought she was off, so I just passed the ball. Oh, well. Don't do that. I do that a lot, actually. I think I'm offside and I pass it. Or, like, I shoot it. I take, like, a power shot. And it's not actually off. Now we're going to go in the corner again, as always, right? Can we find this? There we go. We find Vitinha. Ahmed's on. Give it back to Vitinha. To Messi. To Mia Hamm. Right? Have him pull his player out of position. Give it to Messi. To Ahmed. And move your goalie. Thank you very much. And there we go. 3-1. Nothing crazy. Just take your time. Let your opponent make the mistakes for you. It's super simple. Cover this run. All right, that's fine. We can switch to Bonmati now. Thank you for speed boosting into me. Lovely. Trigger that run. Give it to Mia Hamm. First time through. Please be on. Slightly off on the timing. But you can see, right? Super simple, right? We already scored one like that. We could have another one. Maybe try it again. Let's go ahead. Even take our time here. Doesn't even have to be a first time. And now we're into the space. We're into the space. We're going to run it, fake the pass. Now we'll pass. Oh, wow. His CDM completely bailed him out. But that's all right. And I mean, it's the 38th minute. And we probably should be up by like 5 goals at this point. If I didn't red time 2 of them. And if I just was a little bit more clinical. There we go. We trigger that run. He moves his players out. We're going to run it all the way. To Hullet. Bang. Easy goal. 4-1 now. And this game should be wraps. Especially if we continue at this pace. So nothing too crazy, right? We're just triggering runs. We're having a good time with it, right? There we go. We trigger Rashford. Now he's going down in the corner. Simple over here. We're going to try to find Hullet. Can't find him. That's fine. We find Messi instead. Going to fake going backwards. Give it to Hullet. One more to Mia Hamm. Ooh. I thought I could fake him with the shot cancel, but that's all right. Over here. And before people ask, like, oh, like, what controls are you doing? Or, like, you're not left sticking. I only left stick. So I promise you I'm only left sticking. And I have a video on left sticking as well if you want to check it out. I promise you, I'm not doing anything complicated. I really don't do anything crazy. It's not that crazy, the things I do. Oh no. And we get DDA'd, obviously, in the 46th minute. Classic FC25 experience. That's all right. We're still up 4-2. We can't lose our head. We can't complain. We're up 4-2. We need to lock in, or else this guy's going to come back. But we're just purely dominating this game, to be honest. And we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Keep triggering runs. Triggering runs is the hardest thing to defend. People start pulling their players out of position, then you get an easy through ball, especially when you take touches backwards, which is what I always tell you guys to do, is take those touches backwards. Because if you take those touches backwards, you're dragging out defenders. And if he drags out a center back, the left back and right back, they don't tuck in properly, and you just play that through pass inside forward plus plus. They're going to identify that space, and they're going to make that run. I promise you. Let's go ahead. Take it over here with Rashford. Right. I'm going to trigger Hullet, actually. Right. And now we have so much more space, and that all came. Oh no, that was meant for Miaham. And that all came because we triggered Hullet, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw, but if you can rewind in the video, Hullet running actually drags his center back out a little bit more wide, which opens up a lot more space for me, which is why, again, triggering runs is so important, right? Hullet making that run. Now we have this massive gap because he moved his players out. Bang, finesse, 6-2, and it's only the 50th minute. Right now we're taking advantage. He's got to move more players out of position. The more you move players out of position, the easier it's going to be. Thank you for pressing R1 and dragging that player out. We're going to go ahead and player lock here. Oh, wow. What a tackle from Ferdinand. All right. Oh, no. Also, another really good thing about this formation is because most people have a cam. If you have 3 midfielders, the cam is like marked by 3 players like almost all the time. So it's actually really annoying for people to play this formation because they're trying to play their cam. And if they do that habit that I told you guys not to do of like, as soon as you get the ball, look for the cam, then you're going to win the ball a lot more. No way I was offside. I think he's going to leave anyways. Or maybe he's not. Maybe he thought it was a goal and now, because it's not, he's not leaving. But anyways, not the point. Trigger runs in this formation. Cannot stress that enough. It's just open up space for you. It allows you to make a lot of through balls, good through balls that put you on breakaways. You can incorporate first time through balls, which we also have a tutorial on. I might make a more in-depth tutorial on that next. And also play wide. You can set up the corner play. So there's just so much variety in this formation. And because you have 3 midfielders, it doesn't feel like when you trigger a CDM in another formation, it doesn't feel like you're left to hang on defense because you have 3 midfielders. Whereas in the other formations, you kind of feel like you're just left with 1. And you're constantly just trying to chase around with that 1. It also feels like they take a lot longer to get out of position. Maybe it's because you have box to box. Maybe it's because you have box to box on these guys. So like Bonmati, that 1 interception she made, she came back sprinting, I think because she's box to box. Whereas if she was on something else, like on CDM, maybe she's not. There you go. Another triggered run. The triggered run always wins. I probably could have taken a shot with Theo, but I thought he'd get there in time. So that's fine. We can just reset it over here, right? We can pass it over here. Trigger a run here, and I almost got back tackle. Trigger a run with Hullet, and that made it through. Oh wow, I can't believe I didn't score that. Right, a little bit risky, but you know, why not try it? You can get it over here to Bomati. You can finesse. Oh, my own player blocked it. Whatever. I guess it kind of worked out in a way, but you can also finesse. Don't forget, right, with your midfielders. Ooh, I can't believe I didn't get that. All right, we're just gonna chill, relax here. Don't pull anyone out. Thank you, and pass it into me. Let your opponent panic. No reason for me to sprint my defender out. Trigger Hullet on a run again. That's fine. And he has to defend Hullet. So now Messi's open wide. We can take all of the space in the world. Try to find a cut inside. Give it to Hullet, to Vitinha, to Bonmati, to Messi, to Miaham. Aw, he got the auto AI interception. But that's okay. All our players are up the field, so it's a lot harder for him to get the ball. Miaham, and bro, this Burns AI is crazy. He just blocked 2 goals. Trigger the run. Nice, thank you. Waiting for the pass. Thank you. Thank you for playing it quickly. Let's go on a run, Hullet. Let's go on a run. Wait for him. Please be on. Ah, I waited half a second too late. It's okay. I mean, this is my first games of the day, so we're not fully there. But when you're in the groove and you're triggering everything perfect timing, oh man, this formation is the most satisfying formation. I promise you. Go ahead. Wait. Good dribbling. Oh wow. I see you. Thank you. You were doing great when you were just dribbling and playing slow. I shouldn't have lost that ball. A first time through. Cut back. Thank you. Go over here to Miaham. I think, again, mistimed it by literally half a second. But you can get that play with the wingers so easily. Or I guess the left mid and right mid. They're not actually wingers, but nice through pass. But not quite. Play it here. Play it here. Come on. I triggered Bomati, so she's going to run. Cause some chaos. You can reset here. Trigger Hullet. into this, over to Messi, give it back to Hullet, shot cancel, wiggle around a little bit, back to Messi, finesse, boom. Patience, take your time, add a little bit of shot cancels. If you don't know how to shot cancel, you just press shoot and then you press L2 and R2, so sprint and jockey at the same time, and it'll confuse a lot of your opponents, which is a lot of fun to do. That's a little bit more advanced, but a lot of fun to do. Go over here and, oh, see, incisive pass, that gets through, but I probably should have played that in the air. And I think this guy's gonna quit now, so that's gonna be a nice win for us. 3-0 in foot champs. Hopefully we can drop that 30-0 this weekend. If you guys want to check that out, it'll be on stream. But anyways, guys, this could be it for the video. There's no point in showing you guys this guy AFK, but you know, maybe we can finish it with a cool goal. Almost. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment down below what you guys want to see next, and I hope you guys enjoy these tactics. And if you want another in-depth analysis for the 4-5-1, let me know, and I could even try to do it in a pro game and try to break it down for you guys. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.